Assalamu alaikum. When you're in a toxic family situation for a decade and you're not financially able to leave, how can we find peace? And she says, how can you avoid hyper anxiety and depression even when you pray and make dua? You're still in turmoil physically, psychologically, and spiritually.
MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help the sister and make it easy. You know, these types of extreme and extremely difficult situations are really hard to speak to. But just to give kind of a broad answer related to certain principles, is that there are spiritual means that we can take, and then there are also practical things that we can try to do. And the two are not mutually exclusive at all. We should always, with wisdom, try to implement both. The spiritual being higher, but that doesn't mean that the practical considerations are ignored at all. So if there are ways that, for example, you can find support, you can seek help. There are ways that you can surround yourself with good people, even if you have to be in a toxic environment at home or a toxic family situation, that you try your best to fill your time outside of the home, being in the company of people who support you and uplift you, being in environments that are sources of healing until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you the capability to move on. And even sometimes it's extremely difficult, but to recognize that every difficulty has a decreed time. In other words, it has an expiration date. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Truly, with difficulty comes ease. And one of the meanings of that is that both of them come down together, and it's like difficulty is experienced, and then the ease is manifest at a later time. So just to keep that in mind, to try to protect yourself to the best of your ability, to even be in nature, to go for walks if you're able to do that, to be around good people, etc. And then also, in addition, the other things that we talked about in terms of dhikr and prayer and so forth, until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the door and gives you an opportunity to find the help that you need and to be able to move on to, inshallah, a better situation and a better, a better situation overall.